Welcome to the Assassin's Corner. I'm the Cerebral Assassin, and with me is the General.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, so today we're going to be going back into Marvel Crisis Protocol. We're going to be looking at Crossbones.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and check him out here. Kind of show him off.
Oh, I like him a lot.
This, again,
Nice sculpts.
was painted by
Andy
the Painter.
Brother Andy.
From Stiff Neck Studios, yeah. So he's pretty awesome. He was pretty easy to put together.
Yeah. One of the easy
Well, it
ones.
wasn't too bad. All right, so let's go ahead and get into his card and his stats, which is six health. We get a movement of small, so he's not very fast.
No.
He's got a height of 2 and a cost of 3.
Yes. So here's 4 physical against physical attacks, 4 defense dice, 2 energy dice against energy attacks, defense dice, and 2 mystic defense dice.
Yeah.
It's not average. His physical's pretty good, but he can take quite a beating. He can't take quite a beating when you've got a high damage output energy or mystic action.
Yeah.
Something like Captain Marvel.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and go into his abilities. His first one is Strike. It's just like any other strike. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power for every damage dealt. It's 2 range, 5 dice, 0 cost.
And it seems like that's the basic move.
Basic.
That's your. A lot of people have that as just their standard.
All right, so let's go into Overpower.
Overpower.
So this is another physical attack. It's got a 3 range, 5 dice, and 2 energy costs. After this attack has resolved, place his character within 1 inch of the target. That is awesome. Because his 3 range goes from 3 range to like 1 range. So he can get into battle pretty quick.
Yep.
So he's somebody you definitely want to keep at long range if it's possible. Because once he gets in, he's going to beat your butt.
Yeah, pretty much. And we'll go through how.
Yeah. So he's got a throw ability for a whirlpool. So if you roll a whirlpool, this effect will go in. If the target character is size 2 or less, before damage is dealt, you may throw that character small range.
It's awesome. I mean, one thing that's great about him is his ability, even though he moves slow, his ability to get at you. Now, we just described his defense not being the best, but once we go through the rules, you'll see he has some powers that mitigate damage as well. But let's go to the Haymaker first.
All right. So this is his superpower active ability. This is the Haymaker. The next strike or overpower attack made by this character this turn adds 3 dice to it on the attack roll. So it costs 4 energy, though.
It's a lot, but it's huge. It's huge. Now, if you synergize him with the Red Skull, and you get into range, and your first action is, let's say, strike, and you gain power. You also gain 1 extra additional power from the Red Skull's affiliation, the Cabal affiliation as well. That is not that hard to pull off. And let's say you got the additional power to do overpower as well. If you got enough to do 6 power, you are now rolling 8 dice.
That's huge.
If you got the 2-punch tactic card, you get an additional 2 dice as well.
Yep.
You're on 10 dice, being beaten like a stick. This is where he gets into the zone. Let's move forward.
All right, so his inactive ability is Injured to Pain. If this character would suffer damage, it may use his superpower. Reduce the amount damage suffered by 1.
Yeah, so Injured to Pain is huge.
And it's a 1 cost in there.
It's huge because it costs 1, and the amount of time. So in the game, you can only get damage through Whirlpool, the damage, and the crits, basically, but pretty much. Now, here's the thing. You do 3 damage, it goes down to 2. He's got 6 hit points as well. So he's a lot more livable. He's like Iron Man. Iron Man's got something similar as well, but his one I think is passive. I can't remember, but Iron Man's got something similar as well. It just makes him a lot harder to kill, and it does help with his energy 2 and energy mystic. Right now in this game so far, you've got a lot of energy attacks, not so much mystic attacks. So that's one way to mitigate the characters who will basically use the energy to hit him.
So, all right, so let's get into his passive ability.
I love this one.
Aggressive. So after an attack targeted, this character is resolved. If this character suffered damage, it may advance a range of small toward the attacking character.
Huge move. I've played it with a lot of my friends and like, what does he do? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So he can actually get up, although he moves small, he can get up the table really fast and in your face. And sometimes you want that to happen because he is very slow. If you got people like Spider-Man who can be really annoying, or other people with powers that push him back, if he gets pushed back, that is a huge cost to Crossbones because he only moves small, and that could cost him an additional action of not getting too close to the enemy or having to only attack once as opposed to twice. So it's interesting where when I've played against heroes, especially like Spider-Man and I think Captain America or an Iron Man, when they push you with their powers, is it mitigates them pushing you back because you can bring him back forward as well, because that's huge as well. So yeah, I like him. I think he's a bit of a beef stick. I've played him a lot. He can deal a lot of damage because he can take a lot of damage, especially if you pay for this one, and he accrues a lot of power, and therefore he just becomes a beat stick. So let's turn him over.
Let's turn him over, see what we got.
Yep. So his health goes down by 1.
Yep. So it's a 5 now.
Yeah.
See anything else? Looks like the stats are the same.
Yep.
Looks like the abilities are the same.
Yep. So he is really your kind of like for me, he's always been the beat stick. I've been able to take out 2 characters a turn with him, or take out some big characters with him as well. You just have to be smart how you play him with. You can, again, he's all about synergies in this game. So you synergize on Red Skull, you teleport him, you use him as a backup to Baron Zemo. He can be a real problem for people, and people underestimate him for some reason. But I like Crossbones. I give him a thumbs up.
So do I. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of our review of Crossbones. Stay tuned for our next video, and we will see you in the next one.